EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. Off we go from Nissan Stadium. He's gonna let that to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. To throw right away is Ward. He's going to air one out right away. That's hard. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. A huge play right off the bat. 45 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Off the bootleg, it's Ward. Now he'll run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss. 3rd down and 9.
Mustang down. Ready,
Out of the gun, Ward. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
And the Titans,
they get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
5-yard line.
Come on, go, Reed, go. Cougar 19.
Here's a run, and he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
From the gun, here's Ward. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And goal.
Ready. Ready. Steady.
Shotgun snap for Ward. To the goal line and in. Big Okonkwo. Touchdown Titans. His 4th TD grab of the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Texans nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's good for a Texans first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On the handoff, this is Miller. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit. Right at the line. No gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Cody Barton.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Play fake, now Ward to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So I promise you all week, as they built this defensive game plan, Mike, they knew exactly where he was going to line up on every snap. And based on where he was in the formation alignment, they were going to have certain checks and calls to build their coverage from him then to all the rest of the eligible receivers. So they're going to have eyes on him. They're going to have bodies in space. There's going to be contact at the catch point, because if you just try to guard him with one guy, he is a nightmare to deal with.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll work this down inside the 35. Kobe Bryant there to bring him down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Throwing, Ward. This one intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
And this one's going to be intercepted. It's L'Jarius Sneed. He gets free. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Okay, ready?
Right back to the air following that pick six. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch them all. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better getting off the ground and handing the ball to the official.
15 yards through the air. First down for Houston. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's a handoff to Miller. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Now a screen set up for Miller. This one to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got his man. That's Noel. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 1st and 10 now from the 36. He'll look to throw. The man downfield is Noel. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Texans first down. The motion man is Murray. First down throw there is incomplete.
And they go with the RPO there in the hopes of making something happen after the catch. So often you can kind of run your receiver through those voided zones and come out the backside. I just didn't love the timing. I think you got to just let that play develop a little bit longer and not be in such a hurry.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's his second touchdown of the year.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
Ready? Go, Reed, go! Ready,
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard.
Ready?
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
We are through one. 14-7 is our score. We're back in Music City after this. Titans football here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 11. Here's Ward. He'll spot the 4 Longhorns. Gunnar Helm. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Okay, ready? Come on, let's go!
We'll start the drive with Miller. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Now, how about this? It's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Big roll of the dice. Trying the fake, but he's stopped short of 1st down. And it's a turnover on downs. On play action, it's Ward. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, Ward. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
if you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Throwing is Ward. They'll look to set up the screen here. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Yeah, so you can see the screenplay. The timing was just out of whack from the jump. So the key is, Mike, the running back has to stay in phase with his offensive line. If one of them gets out too fast or too slow, the back and the blocking don't marry up, and you see that's why he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
This one caught by the back out of the backfield, and he's trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. About a yard short. Now, what do you do on 4th and 1?
Let's go now.
They snap it to Ward. Picked off by Sidney Brown. Past midfield. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Texans. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
That ties the game at 14. Chad Ryland to kick off.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Defenses always have to make a decision, Mike. How do they want to defend the zone read? Some teams want the quarterback to keep the ball. They want the ability to tackle the quarterback. Other teams, they want it to be a give read, and that's what we saw here. They were ready for it, and they take the running back down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now it's Ward. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
It is 3rd and long.
Come on, come on. Set, ready.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain there of 11. First down for Tennessee.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Go.
To the air again. Ward. He's got Myers on the completion. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down. Again, it's Ward. There's a throw right side. Could be incomplete. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
Ready.
Own back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Third and 7.
Ready. Crackle 80. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
To the left side, in the hands of Hill. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Titans move out in front. The new score, 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
To throw here to begin the drop. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
This one out quickly to Noel. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's 3rd down and 4.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw again. This one's going to be taken in by Collins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. I'll throw left side there. Not going to find the target. Incomplete.
It's certainly not for the lack of trying, but these guys are having a really hard time getting on the same page right now. I mean, he's still looking for his first catch, despite getting a handful of targets going his way.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. They'll look to throw yet again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long. What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
So the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready. Ready.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And he'll get about 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Miller. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Miller. A pickup there of 13. First down for Houston.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Here's a handoff, and Miller heading left. Finds an alley to the 35. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I could promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
Titans 17. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Going to return this from the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Now, first down throw in trouble, and down he goes. And Oliver getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Short one there to Okonkwo. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Wolf. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. He'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Roger McCreary up from his corner spot makes the play.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2. They send the tight end in motion. That one out wide for Marks. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
tight end going in motion here. Once again, it's Marks. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Oluwafemi Oladejo there to make the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
We'll try and run here with Miller. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4-down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Now a screen set up for Miller. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And the tackle is made at about the 6.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal. Miller. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. Fourth and goal.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on fourth down.
Some extra bulk out there. They're going to roll the dice and go for it on fourth and goal. It's the quarterback with a sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
On first down, it's Ward. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. Second and 10.
Trap 60, trap 62. 70 Ranger, 7.
From the gun, here's Ward. Rush to his right, and he's going to be taken down. They get him for the sack at the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
Come 19, come 19. Big Lion, Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, Ward. Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. On fourth down, here's Blake Gillikin to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Miller. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 22 now, here's second and 8. He'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And the Texans.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now they'll set up to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
The motion man is Murray. Here's Miller. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
In motion now, it's Collins. RPO. That one is complete. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And I think he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. That was so nearly the turnover the defense needed. They couldn't get it in time. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Houston. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Texans will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Ward to the left side in the hands of Hill. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Come on, come on.
The 27-yard line.
To throw is Ward. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
This one taken at the 7. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Handoff to Miller, running left. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Roger McCreary on the stop. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Miller. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Now a deep ball here for Collins. They will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A pickup of 44 yards. A run out of the gun. It's Miller. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance. It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. With the man, that's Collins. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they'll discuss what's to come. As fourth down is looming. They'll run the sneak. And he'll flick forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
Push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. In motion now, it's Collins. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Throwing here on third and goal. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This will be from 47 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10.
Nice. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing is Ward. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates. 7
First
Pirates.
and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, Ward. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
They'll take it their first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
They're going to toss it now to Miller. He's got some space. Past the 20. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. A big play after being backed up. 35 yards. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They get the victory away from home in the division. So valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.